Your herald summons you. Another world awaits. Let it be done quickly.
In the early 2000s, it seems like Marvel characters have finally arrived, with some decent films. But because Marvel Comics have had to sell their IPs to get out of bankruptcy at the turn of the century, it was 20th Century Fox who led the charge with X-Men and Sony with Spider-Man. Fox added the first family of Marvel, i.e. the Fantastic Four, in 2005, and after a commercial success, it pushed for a sequel. But has it captured the magic of the first film? And is the movie any good? Let's find out. I'm Meffistoe. Like, share, and subscribe, because this is my review of the movie The Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Why are you trying to destroy us?
I am not the destroyer.
The Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer is a comic book adaptation of the first family of Marvel, directed by Tim Story and written by Don Payne and Mark Frost. Considering the crew and most of the cast were returning, some changes were made to correct production things that happened during the first filming of the movie. Michael Chiklis' Thing suit was reworked to enable him to take parts off during the shoot and have a better ventilation system when it's on him. Jessica Alba was wearing a blonde wig this time, since her hair suffered tremendously in the bleaching process during the first film. But the issues have started brewing because the studio and Tim Story could not agree on certain things, mainly the appearance of Galactus and how he should be portrayed. Plus, a decision was made to make him mute, so Lawrence Fishburne, who was hired to do the voiceover of Galactus, was switched over to do the voiceover of the Silver Surfer. Too bad nobody told Doug Jones, who was actually in the Silver Surfer suit.
All that you know is at an end.
What do you mean by that?
Rise of the Silver Surfer starts off roughly after the events of the first film. The Fantastic Four are known worldwide as the Defenders of Earth, and Reed Richards and Sue Storm are a worldwide celebrity couple that the media is hounding.
I should be on that list.
Name?
Stan Lee.
Yeah, nice try, buddy.
No,
Nice
no,
try.
really,
Nice
I'm
try.
Stan
Yeah.
Lee.
But the upcoming wedding, and the entire world for that matter, is in jeopardy, since strange occurrences are beginning to affect the planet. Strange snow in the Giza Plateau, frozen oceans in Japan, and even more strange holes that burrow towards the center of the Earth.
You don't even know me.
Actually, I know you very well. Confident, reckless, irresponsible, self-obsessed, bordering on narcissism.
Okay, so you do know me.
The Fantastic Four are tapped by General Hagar to investigate and find out what is this new threat, and all the while, Victor Von Doom awakes, and it is drawn to the same power that affects the Earth.
Together, we could be unstoppable. Anything would be ours for the taking.
Honestly, this movie is quite a mess. Tim Story desperately wanted to adapt a faithful version of the Galactus trilogy and splice in some elements from other places in the comics, mainly the Ultimate Marvel universe. But the push and pull between him and the studio was immense, and all it did was to give us a weak storyline and the shortest Marvel movie to date, since quite a bit of the ideas were cut away even before they were shot. Among them, some development on the character of Alicia Masters, the Thing's blind girlfriend, more emphasis on Galactus, and more emphasis on Doom. But in this span of about 88 minutes, you would think it would be an action-packed, fast-paced kind of a movie. Oh no, 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 you are sadly mistaken. About 30 minutes were wasted on this Entertainment Tonight type thing leading up to the wedding at the end of the first act, and nothing really happens, which makes the second act a little bit more tricky because you have to set up a lot of things that get unveiled in the third act. So nothing really happens in the first 2/3 of the movie. That's about an hour into it. And yes, we do get some minor comedic moments and a hero rescue or two, but the story itself is stagnant and it takes a long time to build it up, which is fine if you're doing a horror flick, but terrible if you're doing a comic book movie.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Hey, not bad.
As for the main cast, Ian Grufford, in my humble opinion, was a horrible miscast. I did not like him in the first movie, and I don't like him here. To me, he does not feel, look, or portray the role of Reed Richards. He has no gravitas, and basically fills in the role of a nerd or a geek. The smartest man alive might be on the spectrum. I mean, come on, Elon Musk exists, but that doesn't mean he's a weakling or a coward, and things don't really have to resort to a regurgitated speech about nerds and jocks.
I'm one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. I'm engaged to the hottest girl on the planet. And the big jock who played quarterback in high school, well, he's standing right in front of me asking me for my help.
The case of Jessica Alba is a little bit different. I think she actually does fit in the role of Sue Storm, but all the aesthetics around her that have nothing to do with the acting itself is completely off kilter. Her blue eye contacts were distracting, and so was the copious amount of makeup that she had to wear in various points of the movie, and quite frankly, it was most of it. And in a film full of distractions, that is yet another kind of distraction.
Yeah, thanks, Sue.
You just need to relax.
Yeah, right.
You do.
Ah.
You need to relax.
As opposed to the first film, Michael Chiklis as the Thing had very little to do in this movie. Just several action moments and a few character building ones as well, but he's relegated mostly to be the comic relief of the foursome and nothing else really. It's sort of a complete opposite to the first film where he was much more angry and spiteful. This time around, he is much more relaxed. Maybe it's because of the reworked suit or the dialogue or one of the two.
You like to volunteer?
No.
Hey! This is serious. I just wanted to give him a hug.
And for the best part of this movie, essentially Chris Evans, who embodies the Human Torch. When he's needed to be an outgoing and ladies man, he was. When he needed to spring into action, he was right there. Plus, he has another more pivotal role to play that gets set up real early, and it is probably the only meaningful thing that gets set up in the first act, but then it actually pays off when we get down to the ending of the movie. And out of the 4 cast members, obviously, I enjoyed his performance the most.
That sounds pretty good. I mean, not the holding Alicia thing. That's, your girlfriend, not mine. Want nothing to do with her.
Above it all, I have to say that the movie suffers from really bad CGI, especially the Mr. Fantastic stretchy powers. And moreover, because of bad decision making in the production stage, with the production team and the executives and all that, some of the scenes actually have been done in post-production, and this is where the design of Galactus should have paid off, but it didn't, because it was saved until the last minute, and they just couldn't fit him within the planned framework of what you get in the storyline. So we don't get the actual Galactus, we don't get his destructive ship, we just get an inkling of destruction from this anamorphic, tentacle-like cloud. I really dislike this movie and I honestly cannot recommend it. And from all the Fox Marvel films that we got, this stands out as one of the worst ones. And it could have been the worst one, but the 2015 version actually exists.
Did you know I could create a force field inside someone's body and expand it until they explode?
Give it your best shot.
I thank you for watching, and remember, hope is a good thing, maybe even the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I'll see you on the next video.